Welcome back to the show. It's still Good Morning Abuja, and thank you for staying with us. This morning, let's delve into the world of beauty as we see, or we try to examine how looking after one of the most sensitive organs of the human body, and perhaps the largest, talking about the skin, is something that could contribute to giving us confidence and, of course, as ensuring that our mental state is perfect. This morning, I will be conversing with our skincare therapist, somebody who has devoted her time and is knowledgeable in the area of providing skincare solutions to many skincare problems. My conversation this morning is going to be with Karima Abdul Karim, the CEO of MK Labs. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, when we talk about the skin and we say MK Glams and just see you, we know. Yeah, she looks it already. So whatever you're going to say is going to be accepted authoritatively as something that's coming from an expert. But why should the skin determine my confidence level or my mental state?
Okay, the skin, men looking at somebody, the first thing you're seeing is this person is light skin, this person is brown skin, this person has pimples, this person's skin is not blended.
Hmm.
But when your skin is blended, like you have even complexion, whether you're fair or brown skin, you
Hmm.
have even complexion, then you like you when you're moving self, you be like you don't have any insecurities. But when you're having all these skin issues or unblended skin or two colors and all of that, there will not be this confidence. You'll be like, is somebody looking at my face? Is somebody saying my face is ugly? But when your face is smooth, your skin is giving. Be like you'll be moving with confidence. Like if they are looking at you, you know that yeah, they are admiring my skin, not
Hmm.
like they are looking for faults in my skin. Like you have that confidence, that full confidence to move.
Amazing. Because I've never really thought about it that way. But thinking about it, when we say uh, the skin could give such feeling, is this feeling limited to a particular gender now?
No, it's not. Even the male gender, people tend to be like the skincare. Most times when I'm trying to like get customers and all, they'll be like, I cannot use plenty things. I'm a guy, I don't need skincare. But then the same skin, female have skin, male have skin. If you are like a male and your skin is not blended, you still have issues. You want it to be like other people without having blemishes and all. Same thing applicable to female. Everybody wants a flawless skin.
Hmm.
So the gender doesn't really matter.
Okay. Now, when we talk about the skin, we know how important the skin is now from your explanation, but there are a lot of other things to pay attention to. Why should I care about how I look?
How you look, you, like I said earlier, when they see you, your skin is the first thing they'll see before even your outfit. They'll be like, see her face, see his face. His face is so flawless. Or see her face, see his face. Ah, lots of pimples. Even you are dressing nice. They'll be like, but his face, the skin, that's your own body. Even if you are looking nice, you are wearing a very nice dress and all of that. Once your skin is not blended, they'll be like, but his skin is not giving, his skin is too color. I don't know. That would be like a description for you. The outfit you might be wearing that day might just be outfit of the day. The next day you change it. But then that skin, they'll keep talking about it. When he came, did you see his skin? When she came, did you see the way her skin was glowing? Stuff like that. It boosts your confidence.
Hmm. Well, this is really interesting, and somehow I don't know if you're seeing my skin. I'm becoming extra cautious now. Well, now, but you have been in this business for some time. You've had to go into taking several courses to qualify you as a person who can speak authoritatively about the skin. Now, tell us what are some basic common skin conditions that you've come across that you would say are required some extra attention.
Okay, the most common one is pimples, spots, and acne. When
Okay.
you have pimples, you know what pimples is. Yeah? When pimples will be on your face, and you know when pimples is drying up, especially when you don't have proper recommendation. Let's say you have pimples, then you go and rock different things. It might cause eczema, spots, and your face will turn something different. So the most common one is that pimples, then eczema, then stretch mark, which is very common. You know when you are decreasing, your stretch marks tends to expand. When you are increasing in size also, it tends to expand. When you are pregnant women, stretch mark. When you use products that are not good for your body, stretch mark. So that one is very common. It comes different way. The pimples comes maybe when you change environment, maybe when puberty and all of that, growth, and maybe sometimes during your menstrual period and all of that, maybe change of environment, change of water, all of that causes pimples. So those ones are very common because you can't control it. So when it comes, you just tackle it. You cannot say, okay, me, I'm very special. I can never have pimples. It's not possible. One or two times you have breakouts, you have one or two pimples, and you have to tackle it so to keep your skin in shape.
So these are the common ones.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. What are the uncommon ones? The ones that when somebody say, "Oh, what's this?"
Okay, uncommon ones. Skin tags, they are not really common.
Okay.
Skin tags, those ones that
Now, I was asking this because I wanted to see if there was a possibility that people who suffer extreme skin conditions like vitiligo, if this was something that simple skin routines, like the ones you provide, could tackle.
well, it could. Like, this skincare stuff is something you keep doing. The
Okay.
more you do, the more you see your results. The more you do. Some people will be lazy at it maybe when they start. They will now back off or they'll feel lazy. But no matter the skin issue, when you do, if it's beyond our own, we'll be like, okay, check pharmacy. They should prescribe something you take intake. Then you use this particular product alongside with it for faster and effective results.
Okay. Now, your type of skincare products are usually tailored to a particular client, right? Or do you have one product for everybody?
No, 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 no. Depends on your skin condition. Then we recommend according to your skin issues,
Okay.
your
Because I
complexion.
know when we're growing up,
Yeah.
I batted for years with just one soap. And sometimes I feel like if I don't perceive the aroma of that soap and I go into the bathroom and bat with another soap, the scent from that soap that I'm already using, I feel like I'm not clean. You understand? So I'm trying to marry that to the fact that, okay, maybe now I say, okay, MK Glam, give me a product to use. I want to use it to bath. Probably I want to be as fair as you, or maybe I just want to be darker, or whatever it is that I said I wanted to be. But trust me, this is how I want to be. So whatever the case is, for a client when they approach you, um, how are you able to set a niche to say this is why you should come to us as against all the other products available out there in the market?
Because we give proper recommendations. Like we don't just okay, I want to get fair, then we just give you product. Okay, what have you used before? What caused these skin issues? What are the stuffs you use? What do you react to? We go into to know what your skin needs to avoid any complications when you start using our product. And when you use, we come back to ask you after 2 weeks, how is it going? Is it going well? If it's not going well, we say, okay, discontinue this product and try this one. If it's going well, I'll be like, okay, fine, send pictures before and after so we'd know how it's going.
Hmm.
So yeah.
You are doing this business. You've shared your story with us once. How you used to watch your mom do soap, the black soap, and all of that, and how that inspired you to research and go get more courses, take part in courses, and all of that. And through the years, in doing this, you've been able to uh, put yourself in a position that you could do this business now. What would you say is different from the time you used to watch your mom do these things, and now you're doing it?
One thing I've noticed is that packaging really matters. Then my mom would just use this table water container to package her stuffs and sell. But now, if you try that, you'll be like, the packaging is not nice. So most people, the way you present your stuffs, that's how people will take it. Once you package it real nice, even people from afar, packaging is nice. Our product is also okay. They would like to show it off to other big girls, big boys like that. So packaging is top notch. When your packaging is giving, people tends to like it drags attention, like it's so fine. your adverts, when there's like when you make adverts and then they see that this is how our packaging is just for soap. Let me try it. That kind of drags attention.
What
Yeah.
about the making process? Back then maybe the
Yes,
olden days
yes,
to
yes.
use mortar and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
pestle to do that, or
Yeah.
maybe they mix by hand.
And
Do you have?
yes,
Is there any way that technology has contributed to
there are
making the
machines now.
process
It's
easier?
easier now. It's easier now because now you have roller, you have simple stuff to just use to mix. You have the blender, not like normal kitchen blender, but there's this blender you have to mix all those hard stuffs to mix. You just blend it and just how many seconds, everything, then you just mix it. You have a mixer, so you don't need to use your hand and stress. You just on it, plug it to light, then it mix everything, then you package.
Now let's talk about the market. Is there enough? Yes, almost everybody carries a skin, and so is there enough market that requires such a venture?
Yes, it's a student area, and most students, especially females, they'll be like, "Hey, there's a new spot for skin. I want to look fine and all of that." So aside the Zaria based, they don't really send what the school is my main focus because most times you see students they are not really looking all that. So when I opened the branch, I invested in adverts. I
Hmm.
started paying ABU TVs, area TVs, where I know that there are populations people would see. Almost everybody has phone. So I started paying different TVs so they would enlighten. Then I went to the school, ABU's area to I went to their security office and I told them that I want to place my banners inside the school. They asked to see my product and all of that. I wanted to test. They tested it and it was okay. So they let me place my advert and then from there I've been getting customers, returning customers actually said from the main campus. Because this one will tell you, have you used that product? Okay, this one you're having this. Do you see that banner in the school? Let's go and check it out. Do you see that banner at the gate? Let's go and check that place
Hmm.
out like that. So you know how students can be. It's the most influential environment you can ever see because everybody is trying to.
And you did all this with you yourself as a student. That's
Yes.
amazing. Well, our conversation this morning has been with uh, Karima Abdul Karim, the CEO MK Glams, and this morning we've been talking about Beyond Beauty, how proper skincare boosts confidence and mental well-being. Yes, I can tell you for free that the way you look is the way you are dressed. And it's not just about the clothes you're putting on, but even the nature of your body, your skin. You'll be concerned because you will be wondering if people are seeing these things that you're carrying. Yes, I remember some time back, I discovered I had eczema, and I was so ashamed of taking my clothes off because if we go to the basketball court, I didn't want to take off my clothes. I didn't want people to see eczema. It took me a long while, even after I treated the eczema, to regain my confidence. It's such a pleasure having you in the studio this morning.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for coming. The program is Good Morning Abuja, and of course, our guest has been Karima Abdul Karim, CEO MK Glams. Let's go on a short break now. When we come back, there's still more on the show. The program is still Good Morning Abuja, and that was Two-Face Idibia there with African Queen. Very beautiful video telling the world of the beauty that lies here in Africa. We black, dark-skinned people, as we're not saying black-skinned people, dark-skinned people are truly beautiful, and there's no other way to state this than or to evidence to show this than when you see our women, our sisters, our mothers, they are just exceptionally beautiful. The program is still Good Morning Abuja, and this morning we are going to be having a very, very interesting conversation. The future of any nation, especially one as important as Nigeria, lies in the children. Yes, I do remember when they say we presently inherited Nigeria from our forefathers, but at the same time, we borrowed Nigeria from our children, meaning we have a tax to give it back. And that is why, if we are serious, we will be interested in how these children grow up. What leaders will they come and make, and what characters should they have? What should be the things that they are made of? This is a concern that our next guest shares and she's passionate about bringing solutions to it. Join me this morning as I welcome to our studio Jalo Charity Adamu. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Yes, it's such a pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. This morning, our conversation is going to be on empowering tomorrow. That is back to school campaign for a brighter future. And of course, Jalo Charity at the Move will be telling us about the wonderful intervention she and her NGO have been doing. Yes, Jalo Charity at the Move is the executive director of Jemisana Peace and Community Development. Now, you're welcome once more on the
Thank
show.
you. Thank you.
Ah, back to school campaign, empowering tomorrow.
Yes.
When they say empowering tomorrow, what exactly does it mean? Like, how do you empower tomorrow? It's not even here. How do you empower it?
Well, I see it like little gestures that you do. A little help can encourage somebody. In any way you can encourage a person, just do it.
That's very
It
true.
goes a long way.
Hmm. And those little help, those little actions are things that ensure that tomorrow stays. Now, you represent an NGO,
Yes.
Jemisana Peace and Community Development, and you're presently running a back to school campaign.
Yes.
Let's talk about that a bit. Um, First, what inspired you to want to set up an NGO, and especially one that is concerned about community, peace, and development?
Um, this initiative is not just about me. It's a group of people that came together and said, how do we give back to this society? This is our Nigeria, whether we like it or not. Nigeria is raising us, and we're raising our own children in this same Nigeria. So the best way to give back is to start from the grassroots. These younger generations, we say, are the leaders of tomorrow.
Yeah,
And we cannot just say, where are their parents? Why did they give birth to so many children? It takes a village to raise a child.
that's true.
So, how you're able to impact the future in these children will determine how they become tomorrow.
Hmm.
If you watch a child spoiling something by the road and don't stop that child, then you're not a good adult. So, this initiative is just a form of encouragement to make them stay back in school and say, I'm not doing this for me alone. Somebody out there is watching and helping. That's just what it's all about.
Amazing. This thing you said now really touched me because when you say it takes a whole village to raise a child, and we say when you see a child doing something wrong, someone should be able to correct him.
Yes.
In this present day Nigeria, where when you even as a teacher, for example, with in a learning facility, a learning institution, you speak to a child in a manner that the child finds displeasing. The parents might come to school the next day and say, "How dare you?"
Yes.
How do you don't you think this is an Herculean task for you and your friends to embark on?
It's not easy, but how will I put it? I could say we're trying to bring back the old time religion. Growing up as a child, there are a lot of instructions I got from strangers I didn't even know, but it helped me.
Hmm.
Apart from getting it from my family, somebody out there just drops a word for you and say, don't do that, you will spoil your dress. That thing alone will caution you and you'll be careful. So anywhere you are, eyes are watching you.
Hmm. That's interesting. Now, the back to school campaign already Nigeria has a number, a staggering number, one that just by the mere thought of it, it raises my BP of out of school children.
Yes.
Then, but the ones even within the school setting, the ones that even attending school, what is the quality of their attendance? What is the quality of the education they are getting?
Okay.
That is where you are coming in now. You're trying to see that some basic necessities
Yes.
that is required for learning to be effective is in place. Tell us
Yes.
about that.
So what we're actually trying to do is just to encourage them. Apart from not having so many kids in school, we have a lot of children out of school right now. I can't really give the number, but
The number is quite alarming. And those in school, a lot are dropping out every day. There's this wave of I want to make it, I want to hit it hard. It's not through school. This one went to school and see him up till tomorrow, you know. But when you encourage them, you move them forward. And when you educate a child, you build a better society. That's what I believe.
Hmm.
So the little we're doing right now, I believe that with time we're going to grow better. Right now we're just trying to help with little back to school essentials like exercise books, stationaries, if possible, textbooks and school fees for some of them. So if as the campaign grows, if we're able to raise more, we'll do more for them.
Hmm.
Encourage the ones that are at home. I see a lot of kids on the road hawking granuts, corn. But when you encourage them to go back to school, they know that there's something good out there. That's why they're telling us to do it.
Hmm. It's really worrisome where education is made to look like it's no longer the sure path to living a successful life.
Yeah.
Uh, Let me share a very funny conversation I had with someone.
Okay.
Um, I was at a mechanic workshop and they were fixing my car. And as I sat under the tree watching the mechanic work, I noticed he had two young apprentices with him. Now,
Yeah.
their conversation is what struck me. One of them was making reference, and he was saying that by the time he makes it and he has his woman or his wife, I don't know, but the terms he used, he said, by the time I become Pablo and my Pablet stay by my side. And I was wondering, which one be
Pablo.
Pablo and Pablet? I just forgive
Yes.
my language,
Yes.
but I was confused as to what is Pablo, Pablet, and then I asked the mechanic, what are these two boys talking about? When I told him, he called them, and then when he got back to me, he said, you see what Yahoo is doing
He's
to
doing to them.
the society. That they are
Short-term
talking, this one is
gratification.
talking about going to do Yahoo that he cannot spend his time doing mechanic here.
Yeah.
So he will become Pablo and then he will have Pablet. I say, wow, that is amazing, such terminologies. But now, uh, so far, let us check the impact of your intervention so far.
Yeah.
How would you describe it? What are the challenges in even identifying these children that need this assistance, sorting them out, providing them with the assistance they need, and ensuring that it's not just a one-time thing, but it's a continuous process till the finish line?
Yeah. The fact is, it's not really easy, but what we're doing right now, we just went to a school, a primary school, a government school, and the school is able to give us number of kids that really need help. Because the truth is, getting sincere people, even in the children, is not easy.
Hmm.
Yes. So the school is giving us number of kids that really need help, those that have dropped out, and the less privileged. So we're using that for now. That's where we're collecting our data from
Okay.
and working with that. So with time, I believe we'll be able to grow to understand how to get these children together. Apart from the school giving us the data, we'll start maybe going out to their houses, to communities, to get these children at the right time.
Okay. That was really the challenging because
It's actually challenging.
I can only imagine. But now, when you do get these children, what's the next thing you do?
Is to enroll them in every community in Nigeria. There's a government school. The schools are there. The government is working hard, but the encouragement is not there.
Hmm.
Yes. So the schools are there is to get them from that community. Okay, this is the school. So you're supposed, what is your problem? Why are you not in school? Is it uniform? Is it school fees? You know, is it a parental influence? So gradually, I believe we'll be able to expand to that. But for now, our capacity is still small because our donations is based on friends and family.
Okay.
So we're focusing on what we have on ground.
Okay.
But our vision is to grow bigger and do better.
Amazing. You're doing well already.
Thank you.
I must say so myself. Okay, we're approaching the end of the year. We know the ember months, how they are. They go
Yeah.
by very fast. And so, children are under tremendous pressure,
Yeah.
especially from communities where the conditions of survival is very, very hard. Uh, some of these parents use these children to hawk granules,
Mm.
corn, uh, walnuts, and what have you, in order to generate extra income to keep the family together. Now, some of the one of the things that occasions the Ember Month is the fact that crimes and criminality is also on the rise
Yeah.
because everybody's trying to cash out to be able to celebrate the end of the year. What do you do your initiative now? What are the messages you tell those children? What are the messages you share with these parents? How do you bring this to bring a kind of sensitization to them to ensure that they understand that the school is a safe place and straight from the school they should be at home?
Um, by this little gesture, I feel we're taking a step forward. And like I said, after running the campaign in schools, we're going to meet with the parents as we
Mm,
start entering the community. So we'll learn to educate them better because we have examples of our leaders that started from the grassroots
mm,
and have grown to be who they are. So they should not hold back their children from getting this.
okay,
Is by encouraging them. Some of these parents, just a little word or two, you see, they will just let go.
okay.
Yes.
You shared your vision with us. You've told us how you intend to do bigger and better things in future.
Yeah.
But just a very quick one as we are running out of time. Say in the next 5 years, what level of impact do you see Jemisana Peace and Community Development doing?
Yeah. In the next 5 years, or even not up to 5 years, I would say, I see us entering a lot of communities and encouraging thousands and, if possible, millions of children back to school.
Hmm,
You know, and I see crime rates reducing in communities and growing areas. That's the vision for now.
amazing, amazing. Well, we've been having this wonderful conversation with Jalo Charity Adamu, the Executive Director of Jemisana Peace and Community Development Initiative. Trust me, I have seen these people in action, and I can tell you, wherever they go, they make a lasting impact. Yes, they are able to speak to the minds of those who you would think would not listen, to let go of their children, to allow their children to be integrated into the school system. They provide very, very important study materials for the children to ensure that learning is not only conducive but effective. And that's why our conversation this morning, which centered on empowering tomorrow through the Back to School campaign for a brighter future for the Nigerian child, is one that I would say has been very, very engaging. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yes,
having
and
me.
we look forward to seeing more amazing things from Jemmy Sana, Peace and Community Development as the years roll by.
Yeah, thank you.
The program is still Good Morning Abuja. We are having a blast here. And of course, while doing it, we are also concerned about the future. And that's why our conversation is futuristic this morning. Please stay with us as we go on this short break. When we come back, there's still a whole lot more for you on the show.